Hey guys, so let's get into it. You got people that are afraid of you. That's what I'm hearing. And people are talking about how scared they are of you. And I feel like it's lately, but what I'm hearing for collective is that there is times in your life where you didn't realize that people were afraid of you. And that is why certain things happened in your life the way that it did. Like what I'm hearing for collective today is that there has been dates you guys went on, interviews you guys have been on. There has been family members, friends that were afraid of you because of your energy and because of your gifts. So initially, even before you guys communicate with others, people can sense that you guys are different. When you walk into a room, you guys have extremely powerful energy, and all of you guys have learned to dim that energy down to make other people comfortable. And I feel like there is a place for that. Like if you guys just came in guns ablazing with your gifts and your talents and all your energy, you would blow a lot of people away. But there is something about your energy and your gifts that is extremely scary and also very dangerous. Like a lot of you guys have this, like, I'm hearing like Spider-Man. Was that Spider-Man? Yeah. Like with great power is great responsibility. Like this is something that a lot of people cannot master. And that's why a lot of you out there tell people or even think to yourself, like, yeah, you're envious of my gifts or what I could do, but you could never handle it because it came with a lot of backlash, a lot of problems, a lot of rejection, and a lot of people just not wanting to vibe with you. And interesting enough, I added this in, but the channeled numbers that I heard today were 333 and 777. 333 was really interesting because it's like a friendship number. Like people do want to be your friend. People want to be around you. But the problem is that not a lot of people can be your friend. Like you guys are actually extremely gifted with communication, with knowing things, with like just being super sharp, super quick. The problem is that a lot of people can't keep up with you and it causes issues in a lot of your relationships. Like a lot of people want to be your friend, but they're very intimidated by the way you guys move, the way you think, the way you function. And the only people that truly are happy around you guys are people that really want to learn and grow, but also narcissists because they love your energy, right? And they love what the good parts of being around you. So a lot of you guys have a lot of experience in your life where you were around narcissistic people who dimmed your strength and also around people who really needed what you guys had to offer, but never really gave you back energy that you needed. So you guys spend a lot of your life extremely drained. So what I'm hearing for collective is that you guys are scaring people a lot more lately because you're actually coming into your power now. So now people are feeling you guys at your, I'm not even going to say you're at 100% yet, but maybe you were at 40 or 50% of your energy, right? Now you're getting to like 60, 70, 80% of your energy. Like you guys are strong as heck. And that's why some of you guys, while you were doing spiritual development, you ended up feeling like so weird around certain people because you realize by detaching and just recharging yourself, you guys are a powerhouse. And a lot of insecurities or fears or weird low vibrational energies you guys have experienced were actually other people's energy. So when you guys detach from others, a lot of things you thought you were dealing with, you weren't actually dealing with. And that's why you guys have this ability to bounce back and overcome from things quicker than others. Because a lot of problems you guys have experienced were actually like energies other people like imposed onto you. Like, yes, you guys have your own problems, but another reason why people are afraid of you guys is because you guys figure out the best ways to like get through those issues, to get through those problems. So like it's like people are scared of that because it's like you guys have lost a lot of relationships. And I'll tell you why. A lot of people are used to trauma bonding, right? You meet a friend, or I'm hearing you had a friend in the past, you guys bonded over being in a toxic relationship or having a toxic ex or whatever. And then a month or two later, you guys are healed. And all of a sudden, a couple years later, you guys are in a whole other relationship or you're healthier now, right? Like you're not stuck on the same drama, but then you have that same friend that's still stalking or talking about the same ex. And you're like, okay, I understand that you were hurt in that relationship, but like, let's move on, let's move forward. And like, people don't like that about you guys, that you're able to bounce back and move forward because it reflects onto them the growth that they need to do. And a lot of you guys have realized that you've came in and played hero and helped so many people in problems that they created for themselves or that they choose to stay stuck in. And a lot of people in this world choose to stay a victim, but you guys choose to make the things that happen to you part of your empowerment journey. And so, yeah, that scares people because maybe in last season you were a victim, but in this season you're a powerhouse, right? Like you took whatever happened to you and it made you stronger. And that's the choice that we have in life. Like, just like all those like silly little superhero movies, like what creates a villain versus a hero is like, okay, like, are you going to let the things that happen to you make you angry and bitter and channel into that power? Or are you going to channel into like taking the things life has given you and doing better for yourself and others? So that's what I'm seeing. Another thing I'm hearing for you guys as well, a lot of things. I am pulling cards yet, but another thing I'm hearing for you guys is that you guys also I'm hearing you live in the gray area. Yes, you guys are light workers and healers, but I do feel like you guys have awareness of the dark, and that bothers a lot of people because people think because you are a good person, and I know that somebody kind of commented that before I got started, and I saw that just because you're kind doesn't mean that you don't have another side to you, right? Like I feel that for you guys because people are like, oh, you're so good. And they kind of equivalent like goodness with like innocence and taking advantage of, or people that, okay, like people only see the world in black and white. You guys understand the gray area and you live and present yourself in the gray area, if that makes sense. Like you kind of know that you can't just be waltzing around town like I'm a great, amazing, open-hearted person because you know people are gonna take advantage of you, right? And you guys have been in that energy and have showed people that if they keep pushing you, there's gonna be another side of you that they're not prepared to see. Because even if you guys are at your weakest, or you guys are were at stages of your life where you maybe were young or naive, like you still had a side of you that was powerful. And there's another side to this as well. What I'm hearing is that you guys watching, there has been experiences in your life where you didn't even do anything, but God, your angels, the universe had your back and it scared the hell out of people. Like you didn't even have to say nothing. Like, so people did you wrong and dirty. And it's almost like, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm seeing like a horror movie. You know how like in horror movies that like where there's a certain theme of revenge, like somebody did something to somebody and then like that ghost is haunting them. Like that's the kind of energy you guys embody. And it's not in like a bad way. It's actually in a good way of like your ghost, your memory, your experience you've had with people haunts people in their dreams because they're meant to kind of feel the karma for the stuff that they've done to you. And even when you guys feel like, well, I'm over that, I don't need them to have their karma, I'm past it. Oh no, I hope my connection did not come unstable. Let me know, guys, if it did. But yeah, well, a lot of you guys are hopefully it didn't, but I'm gonna keep going. Let me know, guys, if this thing paused. It's fine. Okay, good. Because my connection's unstable. Just refreshed. Okay. Final Destination. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. It's good. Okay. Yeah, Final Destination, exactly like that movie. I'm glad I slowed down and saw that. But yeah, it's like basically like without the murder and all the bad parts, it's actually like more like ego deaths you're causing for people. Like they're scared of you guys because you cause ego deaths in people. And that's the thing. You're not actually out to murder or hurt them, but their ego, they're so attached to these versions of themselves that they carry around that it's like kind of like when they come onto your path, they think things are going to go one way. They think that they're going to have their way with you. And then if you guys don't implement the karma, there's God, your angels, the universe behind you. Like you're actually meant to be that in a lot of people's lives. And that's why you guys will find in experiences you go through relationships, jobs, even sometimes family connections, like moments of instability. And it's like you guys want peace so badly, but people tried you guys first. And even when you guys want to let things pass, like other people in your life or God, your angels have your back. And it's like it haunts people. And I'm also hearing that people are afraid of you because of how much people actually like you guys. And I know a lot of you out there may feel like you're weird or strange or disliked by a lot of people because of how hard people came for you or talk badly about you. But it doesn't mean that people don't like you. If anything, people really do ride for you guys and see all the greatness you guys have going on. But like I said before, you guys attract a lot of narcissistic people that come in strong and they kind of get into your energy and they put all their negative, low vibrational unhealedness onto you and make you feel like a weaker version of yourselves. And that's why when they're gone, you're like, huh, I thought I had this problem, but I actually don't, you know? And that's another good thing that you guys embody. Like you are willing to take on other people's stuff. But if they're not working through their own issues and things, then it'll just drag you down. So many things going on here. I'm going to pull some cards, but let's get into it a little bit more. But there's so much, yeah, there's so many things that I had coming through fast. And let's see what else here. Yeah, people are scared of you guys because of the fact that, yeah, okay, dating. This is another part that a lot of you guys don't expect. Sometimes you guys are truly ghosted, or you have situations where people reject you because they are afraid of you. Because yes, I know a lot of you guys are so open-hearted. You're good people. And I'm talking to my men and women out there. When you guys start to date, like you're genuinely trying to find a connection with people. And even if maybe you're not feeling the connection, you're genuinely trying to be a good person in this world. And there's people out there who date for other reasons other than genuinity, right? They're dating to take advantage of other people. And when they meet you, they may like you a lot, but they can sense in your energy and the way you carry yourself that you're not one to be bossed around, controlled, or manipulated. And that's why a lot of times people don't choose you guys. It's not because you're not good enough. It's because you're too good for those people. And you guys have had experiences where people have told you that, but it goes deeper than that because there has been situations where you guys have called people out for their BS. Like, hey, like, I sense that you're lying to me right now. Not sure why. And they can swear up and down oh no, I'm not, no, I'm not. But deep down they know, how the hell does this person know that? Like, you guys just trust your gut, and yes, you guys have that feeling like of like, okay, something is off here and I'm gonna pull back my energy. And here's another thing as well, like energy vampires, people who take advantage of others, they can kind of get a high off of when somebody is falling for their BS, like they're love bombing, and like they can feel that in their energy. And like, so you guys have a kind of like a poker face, like you kind of always skeptical of people, and that makes people very uncomfortable because you're like, if you're genuine over time, you're going to show me that. But a lot of people, they can't keep up that persona, and that's why they choose to leave your life. So I always say this, and again, if you guys are new here, welcome, my light workers, my healers. A lot of you guys have abandonment wounds because people did not know what to do with you guys other than to just abandon you. You know, whether it was family or friends or relationships, like they cannot handle what the stuff you guys were spewing or telling them, even at a young age. You guys have noticed and saw things that other people didn't. And I feel for some of you guys that, by the way, thank you for the joining the collective family. I see that over there. But I'm sensing that a lot of you guys from a young age, you had gifts that was almost put down or basically not encouraged because of how creepy they were. Like some of you guys saw things that weren't there, but they were there, right? Or some of you guys, you had experiences where basically you just called out BS. And I always tell you guys this too, that when I was younger, like this is one of my gifts. It's like called like claircognizance, and I can never pronounce it right, but you guys know it's called like knowing. Like you just know things that you think is obvious to other people. So you may be in a certain environment where you're like calling out something like, okay, that is kind of like the elephant in the room, but no one's talking about like family dynamics or friendship groups. You're like, why is everybody acting so weird? You know? But like people will always try to hush you or shush you, or your throat chakra got attacked because you're pointing out things that people are not ready to talk about, right? And that's why you guys are like the generational curse breakers. You guys are the ones that come in there and you say the things and you do the things that other people are afraid to do. But when you're young and you're under your parents' roof, or you have experiences where, you know, people are just not used to that, and it's nothing against your family members, they're just are used to things being a certain way, and you come in and challenge that. But why? And that's another thing I actually picked up for collective here as well. Like you guys come in and you ask questions, like whether you were in church or you were in school or you were in your family home. Like you guys are curious, like you want to know, but why? Like you never just accepted things just because they were told to you. And yeah, that scares people. They're like, why? Who is this person asking questions, or why? Because a lot of times people don't know the answers, and you make them feel insecure, you know, because they don't know the answers you're asking them, or they feel challenged by you. And that's another reason why a lot of my light workers and healers, although you guys are great students or great people that want to learn and grow, you often sometimes are seen as challenging authority, right? Like people think that you guys are just like bad kids or bad students because you don't agree with the way certain things are done. But it's not because of bad intention, it's because you just didn't see the point and you wanted someone to like explain it to you in a way that made sense. So, yeah, people are intimidated by you guys because even when you're in jobs or environments, and I actually channeled this as well, like, because you guys are so smart, you find ways to kind of see through the system or see the corruption and call it out. Or some of you guys see the way of getting around things. Like some of you guys have cut corners or got in trouble for doing things a certain way because you're like, well, it has the same results. Why do I have to do this in a certain formula? Like maybe a job wanting you to do something a certain way, but you found a new way to be more productive, but they didn't like that because that was outside the skirts of what they taught or what they experienced. So again, you guys kind of internalize some of your inventiveness, your entrepreneurness, your knowingness as a bad thing, and your outspokenness as well. And I feel this is going to go two ways for my people out there. We are spiritual police. So I love that. Yeah. It's like you call things out, and it's true. Like my light workers, my healers, you guys incarnate too. Basically, yeah, to come in with your spiritual energy and help raise vibration in wherever you're in. But you may not even be aware of that. Like a lot of light workers and healers, most of your life, you know, up until now, where we can be on the internet and we can have this experience, like a lot of people didn't know what they were, like my artists, my creatives, my weirdos. So a lot of my light workers, my healers, with no knowledge of what they are, fall into depression and just all these other things because you have so many people throwing their negativity at you and making you feel horrible when you're just trying to be a good person in a world that you don't quite fit into. And you're meant to come in here and do something innovative, do something different. And yeah, that's going to bother a lot of people who are so attached to things being a certain way. So again, you got people that are afraid of you because when you enter a new space, people are threatened by you. And that's another thing as well. People see that you guys have talents and gifts and intelligence, and doesn't matter how young or old you guys are, people are intimidated by your willingness to learn and your adaptability. Your first day on the job looks way different than your 30th day on the job. Like I see you guys adapt really quick. And even if you're the worst person like at something, you find a way to figure out a way to improve there. And you would think that certain people would love that about you, like your bosses, but certain people are really threatened by that. And that's why people never give you guys your flowers. You got experiences where people just like you think you're doing a good job, but then they're like they never really tell you that, right? Because again, like you guys go from like being unsure about yourself to really realizing that you're actually pretty good at a lot of different things. And that's what I'm hearing from my collective here. Like you guys, even if you don't like something, even if you're initially bad at it, you have this intelligence, this ability to observe and adapt to your environment and figure out ways to make things work. But not only that, figure out ways to improve upon the structures that are already around you. So the good news is that the people that are with this really love you. Like you guys were not meant to be followers. You're not meant to be sheep. You're not meant to just be people that blindly just work for somebody else. Unfortunately, even though you guys love to work towards other people's visions and goals because you're just believers in others, you're meant to lead in one way or another, whether it be your family, whether it be your friend group, whether it be your work situation. And it doesn't always mean like some of you guys may not have desire to be self-employed, but it doesn't mean you won't find an environment where people actually acknowledge and love your contribution and your originality and what you bring to the table. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm naturally talented. Yes, I love that. Yeah, you guys are naturally talented. I stand in my truth. Yes. Another thing as well, people are afraid of you guys because you're not willing to be corrupted. There are so many environments, and I know you guys know this. Like, there's so many situations where people are doing things because it's just what we do here. But you're like, no, like that's not right. Like, people are afraid of you because although you may walk into a room and be like, what the hell is going on here? This is weird. Like, other people are like, shh, like we don't talk about that. Like, you are the type of person to like call out stuff that other people have never heard before and then make other people question what's going on around them. And these are things you guys do without even realizing it. So it may be your choice to leave a job or environment or even a family dynamic or a traditional way of doing things. It might be your choice to do that, but other people that like and respect you start looking at you like, if they did that, like, why are they doing that? Like, I kind of want to do that too. Like, people are afraid of your energy because not only have people notice that you go your own way, but you also have this ability to get other people to follow you. And, as an Aquarius person myself, like I never thought that like I had that energy either until I started just speaking my mind. And a lot of people are like, oh, you know what? Hell yeah. I think a lot of guys are like that too. I don't want anybody to follow me. I just want you guys to be inspired by my words. But I know a lot of you out there, because you're doing something different or original, people start wanting to do the things that you guys are doing in the same way. And I think a lot of guys are actually annoyed by that. My collective, I know a lot of you are like, you hate copycats, but there's a positive aspect to it because people actually take a lot of what you guys are doing, apply it to their own lives, and they're extremely inspired by that. And it doesn't matter what line of work you're in. Like a lot of you guys come from so many different walks of life, backgrounds, country, religion, doesn't matter, right? Some of you guys are doing straight up spiritual work. Some of you guys are doing something completely like logical, like engineering or like something like artsy or something in theater, whatever, right? Some of you guys are just in so many different lines of work, but you bring that spiritual energy that's needed in that environment. That's why I tell you guys too, it's like you don't have to actually be a traditional spiritualist to be spiritual. Like even me, like if you guys meet me outside of what I do here, you'd be surprised. Like people are like, really? Like you do what? You do what? Like, yeah, I do that. Yeah. Because it's like you're not gonna fit in a box and you're not meant to, right? Influential, hella influential. People are afraid of how influential you guys are, okay? So this message is pretty big if you guys are watching because this is telling you guys if you're here, you're meant to hear this. I don't care if you just came into this message right now, okay? You're meant to hear this right now. You can really influence and change the lives of a lot of people. And people don't like that about you and they're afraid of that. But there's going to be so many more people that are going to appreciate what you guys are putting out there. Like you can help and change so many things in this world. So keep up the good work. And not only that, like don't let your experiences where people rejected or didn't accept the way that you were discourage you guys from actually going out there and being your true self. Because the truth is that if you keep up with what you're doing, you're going to be 10 times more successful than the naysayers or the people that put you down. And a lot of times, again, you have people in your life that tell you can never be successful or that your ideas are stupid or they seemingly have more success than you can ever dream of. But what if I told you that most of them are full of crap? They present something that isn't true. Even on the internet, people will say they have this, they have that. We can go on for days about that. But secondly, like, even if, like, what if I told you you can have 10 times more success and anything else in them if you just kept going on your path? And even more meaningful than money or whatever, or fame, whatever is the impact you guys have on others. People can have success in this material world, but never actually help or change lives. You guys help and change the lives of the people around you. And yeah, people are afraid of you for that. And we're going to get to another part of this message that I know a lot of you out there are going to experience. like dating, relationships, stuff like that. Okay, so another thing I want to say is that like you guys often when you date people or when you enter like some kind of strong connection in your life, maybe like a friendship or something like that, right? What I'm sensing is that you have someone around you or around that person that doesn't like that relationship. Like, because of the fact that you guys are so strong minded, you often change the lives of the people you directly impact, whether it be like friends or, like I said, like people you date. So, automatically, when people get into your energy field, they start feeling and acting differently. And yeah, not only could it scare them, but if they're with it and they're excited to be around you, it can actually scare the people around them. That's why you guys have experience where you only have good intentions, but maybe their mom doesn't like you, or maybe their brother or sister doesn't like you, or maybe like their friends don't like you because you come in there and you encourage people to be like themselves. And again, people sometimes want to run the narrative about my collective over here that maybe you guys are controlling, but you actually are very accepting of people and you actually do the complete opposite. You encourage that person to go after and do the things that God put them here to do. And yeah, that can make people really afraid of you. So, yeah, you've had experiences where you dated somebody and again, the ghosted keeps coming up. So I feel like you guys have been ghosted before or somebody has or you had a situation where you had to ghost people because the people around them were toxic, right? And people have ran away from you guys because other people forced them to because they started to be encouraged to step away from things and challenge things around them. And yes, your energy gives independence. Your energy gives questioning things. Your energy gives empowerment more than anything else. So you're empowering people. And if everybody in this world was an empowered version of themselves, they would act totally different than the systems that were like enforced upon them, right? So yeah, I'm going off today. Sorry guys, I didn't see any of your messages because I was channeling so hard. Um, yeah. By the way, guys, if you did want to get a question answered by me, check out my channel memberships. I'm starting to answer questions live at the end of those. I just did a 2 hour long one yesterday. It was really cool. We hung out, but I want to mention that for those that were asking about that. So let's see what else we have going on here. Deja vu. Okay. And honestly, another part of this message, you guys freak people out because of your gifts, right? We're going to get to the straight up real part of this message that like a lot of you guys know to be true. You dream things that come true. You tell people things that come true. You call out things that end up being right. Like, yes, it's going to scare people. Like, even in the moment, people are going to be like, no, you're crazy. Like, they'll gaslight you. But you know things that other people have no way of figuring out how you know that. And you predicted things that people have no idea how you did that. And yes, that's going to scare people. But it's so natural to a lot of you guys being the way that you are that sometimes I think when you guys experience like a new relationship or a new friendship, in your new environments, like people have to take a step back from you and you're a little confused by it because the way that you are, you're just used to being you, right? But a lot of people are not used to somebody just coming in and telling them more about themselves than they know about themselves. Come on now. And there's people out there that wish they could do what you do. But again, a lot of you guys, you don't really mean to do that. You just point things out you think are obvious to other people, but they're not. So lessons learned. Yeah. Another reason why I collective here that you guys are like a threat to a lot of people is because like when it comes to like competition or work situations, like you guys are really good at just learning the lessons and improving upon them. Because again, what makes like this situation different from like any other narcissistic person that can watch this message and be like, oh yeah, that's me, you know, I'm the best at everything, blah blah blah. You guys actually learn the lessons and have this ability to look at yourselves and be like, what do I need to do to change? And that's another reason why people are afraid of you because you've actually had experiences where people gave you bad advice or people actually like criticized you because they were jealous of you and you guys improved upon that and they actually made you better. So say somebody bullied you because they wanted you to feel bad about yourself, you guys are like, oh, you know what, maybe I should fix that, and then you just ended up improving yourself more because either a people are going to lie about things that aren't true about you and then you guys will figure it out that it was just BS, but also there'll be situations where people will target the little bit of like tea or the little bit of like insult they can come up with, like that one thing they can come at you for, they will do that. And you guys are like, okay, well, I'll improve that then, you know? And that has been relationships, that has been job situations. And I think that like in the situations where you guys improve those things and it didn't have any results or that person did not care about it, you realize, oh, they're just like making stuff up. But then you're like, okay, well, I improved this about myself anyway, but I'm still gonna do me, right? So yeah, people actually turned you into a powerhouse by trying to destroy you. And that's why people are afraid of you guys. Improve through the pain. Exactly, Annie, right? Annie. Yeah, I like that. Improve through the pain. You guys have improved through the pain that other people have put you through. And yes, that is something that scares people because Every single time you guys have these deaths, these rebirths, you've had experiences where people have put you down, or you guys been down and thought you'd never get back up. You get back up 10 times stronger, smarter, and a different version of yourself that is just not with the shit anymore. Like, basically, like, and going back to what I was saying before, you guys never lose your genuinity, like your caringness, like all the good aspects of you, but now you're a more savage version of yourselves. And they only have themselves to blame. I'm actually hearing an ex of yours. I'm gonna laugh at this, like ex or past friend. I think ex for a lot of you or situationship. It depends on the context, but most of you guys is an ex. Let's get real. They said they created a monster. They didn't create a monster. You've always been a monster, like when people push you to that point. And if anything, you guys had that experience in a good way, guys. I'm not trying to insult you, but you get what I mean when I say that. Like, you have a side of you. It's like, oh, I didn't want to bring that side out, like, but it's like they never turned you into that. They brought out a side of you you didn't even know you had. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Verlinda, for the donation. That is super sweet. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's what I'm sensing. Like, people, you really brought out like a side of people that like you really bring out a side of people that they don't like, but not only that, they bring out a side of you they never expected. So again, people see kind, people see nurturing, people see patient, people see a helper, people see a healer, people see an earth angel, right? Like I said over here, they see all those things, especially narcissistic people. But what they don't see is that yes, you wouldn't just incarnate being what you are without the energy to back it up. And what makes you a powerhouse is that you guys been, if you believe in past lives, you've been warriors, queens, and kings, spiritualists. You've done this all before. That's why you guys can bounce back so fast from it. You're like, okay, no more Mr. Nice guy or girl. Like, okay, right? So someone credits themselves for turning you into what you are, but honestly, you were what you were. They just don't get the good side anymore, right? They get the other side of you. And yeah, it's funny because it's not fake. Like, it's actually just another side of you that you guys knew you kind of had, but you just didn't really want to like show anybody because, for my people out there have been told they might need anger management. Your girl Alice got her Mars and Leo. Okay. I can pop off at certain points. Try to work on it though. But I think a lot of guys are like that because it's like you endure and you experience so much. It's like when the other side of you comes out, it's like, damn, I've always been like this, right? And I know for some of you guys out there who are not really like angry people, who are really chill and nonchalant, your savage side is also there too, because you can be calm, honest, truthful, and walk away. And that leaves people shook because again, they're used to nice people being not really actually like healing. They've been around enablers, like people that just go along with whatever the hell like they want them to do because they want to be around them. That's not you guys. Like, you want to be around people because you like them and you want to see them succeed. So some of you guys really do a mean silent treatment, or when you're done, you're done. And yes, people are afraid of that because they're like, damn, like I thought I had this person wrapped around my finger and now they just ghosted me. They just walked away. They just told me off and left. Like, or I wanted to get a rise out of them and I didn't. And for some of you, they never thought they could get a rise out of you, but you guys went off and you left them in tears. Real recognizes real. Oh, Sage. Hello, Sage, my moderator. Thank you for being here. Exactly. Facts. That's another thing as well I want to say, because you guys have had so many experiences with people that like they have set you off or you had to walk away from them, or bad experiences with people. It doesn't mean that people don't like you. Like, people that are also real see what you're about and they want to be about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that talk highly about you, defend you, but unfortunately you guys get crowded, love bombed, and all your attention gets stolen by these low vibrational people that want you all to themselves. But there's a whole world of people out there that will take what you're putting down. They will listen to you. They will be around you and respect your space and not make you feel so bad about just saying no or having boundaries or being yourself. So the reason why you guys are such a powerhouse now more than ever is because you're just having your boundaries. Like, you're just learning that, yeah, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You don't have to go along with anything you don't want to go along with. And you've never been one to do that, right? Because another thing I want to say too, going back to the message that I channeled before, like, you guys are not sheep. Yeah, people don't like that because when they see you guys, they think they have somebody who's agreeable and fun and maybe someone they could take advantage of because you are go with the flow and you don't care as long as they're happy and you're chill and up until a certain point. Like, you're not a follower though. You just are there for the ride. Like, it doesn't mean you're just going to blindly do whatever it is that they want you to do. Like, you could just be a chill person, a person who is yes, say yes to things, want to experience life without being like someone who's just going to blindly go along with dumb stuff. So you guys have been in situations where you were a yes person because you're like, why the hell not? I'll go along with this. I'll go here. I'll try this out. And then this person starts doing things or saying things that is completely like out of line. You're like, whoa, like, that's wrong, like this room is not right, or these people are not right, right? Like you'll call out if someone's something racist or someone says something like that is corrupt, or someone just like said something completely out of line because they thought they had somebody that was just going to go along with whatever they wanted to go along with. And here's the T too. Some of these a-holes that you guys have experienced in your life, other people think they're a-holes too. Just no one had the balls to tell them like, yo, that's kind of messed up. Like, what are you on about? Like, you know what I mean? Like you call people out. You're like, yo, like I think that opinion's a little outdated. Like, you need to stop that, Like, you tell people the truth and people don't like it because a lot of people are afraid to speak their mind. And you guys just aren't. Like, in your soul, you're like, this shit ain't right. I'm out of here. And yeah, people are afraid of that because once one person starts questioning the way they think and operate, they're afraid that other people are thinking that way too. Let's see. All right. Everyone should thank you so much, Hannah. And thank you, Mr. Cheese, for moderating. Exactly. Let's just say I watch people's hands a lot. Love that. Love that. Good people could read another good one. Great vibes in here. Yeah, exactly. Good people know other good people. And that being said, when you guys meet actual good people that are inspired by what you're doing and they move and they see you moving in the way you move, they want to be like you. And you'll have people that are so cool with you, but people around them have a problem with you. And let those people kind of have those experiences so they could see that, like, there are certain people around them that are toxic that don't want them to get out of the energy they're in. And I always tell you guys this too. Like, if you're dating somebody or you have friendships and they're not willing to get rid of those energies in their life that are holding them back, there's really nothing you can do about it. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are afraid of you, and actually third parties of people that are around you, because they realize that they don't have access to that person anymore the way that they used to when you guys come into the picture. And no, it's not because you're controlling them. It's because you bring an energy that that person needed in their life to start stepping into their own power, to start choosing for themselves. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Unbothered. This is another thing I love about collective. Always comes up, right? I always said this in the last message. If you guys haven't seen the one about me saying that people think you're calculated, because you guys are just there like unbothered by things. Like, people want to think you guys are some sort of mastermind and how do you do what you do? Oh my God. But the truth is that most of you guys don't even give an F what's going on around you. Like, people start being in your business or giving you problems, and then you got to speak up and be like, okay, well, blah, 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 blah. And then you start like reading them to filth, and they're like, damn, like, I'm scared of you now. You had so many situations where people took your quietness, your unbotheredness, or you're just minding your own business as like you just not being someone who stood up for yourself. But you're like, no, I'm just not trying to go back to my old ways. I'm just not trying to lose my shit right now. I'm trying to chill. Like, I feel for some of you. Some of these people really trying you, but the reason why you're extra threatening by to people right now is because the truth is that maybe in the past some of you guys had experiences where people can get to you, but now people know that, like, there's no way of getting under your skin. There's no way of breaking you. Like, you guys are so like in whatever you have going on right now. So again, I'm hearing, keep up the good work. Yeah, keep up the good work. And collective, I'm hearing that you guys are headed towards a lot of good news as well. For those that are just like coming in here and you want to know, like, is money improving? Is your life improving? Yes. Like, you were pushed out of certain environments because there's truly better out there. And again, you're not going to be accepted in every room because you're not meant to be there. A lot of you guys are truly big fish in the small pond. And when you're manifesting or God has a bigger plan for you, sometimes people are going to reject you out of that environment because they sense that too. And you're not going to fit in a place where people benefit off of others just listening to them or being sheep or being robots. That's not you guys. You have life, you have spirit. You're not going to corrupt yourself. You're not going to sell your soul. And yeah, okay. We're going to get to the last part of this message too. And then I'm going to have to cleanse and pray after this because there's another part of this message I'm going to get into, guys. And let's see. When they know the objective is to annoy you, don't give them their wish. Exactly. You guys are smart. Like, you figured it out. Like, oh, this person has no power over me. They're just trying to get under my skin. And I know some of you guys have dealt with this with exes or even people you're divorced with, or you've dealt with this with even family members. Like, you've learned to coexist with some of your ops, some of you guys. And that's what scares people, because they're like, how is this person in the same room with someone that's in constantly like trying to instigate them and they're not even reacting? It's because you guys can just laugh at that stuff now, because you know that you have the power here in a lot of these situations. Because some of you guys, unfortunately, you're stuck in rooms and environments with people that just constantly try to get under your skin. But you realize they have a problem with themselves. That's not me. If you guys are able to get away, then people are afraid of you retaliating or doing the things that they would do, like smear campaigns. You guys are not about that. You let God speak for you. The truth speaks for you. Yeah, whatever. All right. Last part of this message, guys. We're gonna get a little woo woo with it, but let's let's get into it because it needs to be said. So for those that believe in spiritual warfare, which is a very real thing, guys, keep your prayers up. But you guys have straight up like demons afraid of you. Like I hate to even say it because what I was channeling in on is because of your power. Like you've had people try to send stuff at you, and like they try to come towards you, and it has no effect on you, or whatever it is you guys do or how you react to it actually scares like whatever energies is being sent to you, which sounds kind of crazy, but hear me out. Like you guys actually have people that have tried to do some dark stuff on you, like maybe like black magic or some otherworldly stuff. And like God, your angels, other things have either stepped in and said, like, what the hell do you think you're doing with my person, right? And spooked the hell out of whatever the heck is going on here. Or for some of you who are super spiritually aware, you've come face to face with some of this stuff and you're like, get the F off my lawn or I'll tear you to shreds. You know what I mean? Whether it be physically or spiritually, you guys know how to protect yourself. And if you feel like you're not protected, you truly are because you have like angels or ancestors or so much power on the other side that, yeah, people are scared of you. And the reason why sometimes this stuff can still come through is just because of the fact that a lot of times you guys just get heavily spiritually attacked just by being what you are. And unfortunately, when you are like a light worker, a healer, like low vibrational energies or people will try to convince others that you're against them and they'll try to, just have whatever it is be thrown at you, whether it's physical in this world or there's a spiritual aspect to this message where I'm saying that like you guys are so spiritually protected and so spiritually strong that energies have been thrown at you or have experienced you and have been scared of you because you guys can look that right in the eye and be like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm with God. Like, I'm not afraid of you. Like, if God is with you, then who could be against you? Right. Like, and it's like facts. Like, you guys are so strong in your faith and so strong in whatever it is that you believe that nothing can truly affect you. Like, yes, you guys have seasons where you're drained or worn out, or maybe they ruin a good night's rest if they come at you in your sleep. Right. But like you get back on that horse and you're like, oh, 555. See, you learn to transmute that and get stronger. So there has been situations and experiences where people have like basically thrown stuff at you and you guys learn to adapt to it. Like you guys have had experiences in your life where you were straight up having energy thrown at left, right, and center, and it just starts to bounce off of you now. And yeah, and sometimes people try to make deals with the other side. Okay. Sounds crazy, guys, but hear me out. And they're like, no, 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 we cannot touch that person. Like you got the wrong one. Like you guys may even have friends on the other side, or past lives or something where you were doing stuff that people know not to mess with you. Like what I get for collective, very popular, even in your past lives, even in the spiritual world. Like people know who you are. And if other energies dare to come at you or try to come towards you, like they end up being like, who the hell are you? And what did I get myself into? And they end up sometimes retaliating against the energies or people that sent them on you because of the fact that they're like, you got me involved with stuff I should have never been involved with. Like, like this was not nothing I signed up for. But that got what's coming to they got what's coming to them, basically, is what I'm hearing. So again, some of you guys have been in long-winded spiritual battles with some weird stuff, but hear me out. Like you got these people shook because like they're like, how are you still standing? Yeah, some of you guys have people try to put even death onto you, and you came out a reborn version of yourself. And I'm sure some of you guys had seasons where you felt like you could have died, but you made it out alive. So again, I love Jesus. Yes, love that. Me too. Me too. Okay, let's see. Facts speak the truth. Yes, yes, yes. I love that, you guys, and I love my moderators too. Like, you guys are. Thank you so much for this because we got a lot of energy in here today. 555. Yes, change transformation. Okay, guys. Another thing I want to say too, through whatever was thrown at you, you guys truly experienced like crazy, crazy death and rebirth. So again, like some of you guys question, like, am I really like a chosen one, or am I really like all this that I feel that I am? Well, number one, if you're attacked every day of your life, welcome to the club, right? But number two, it's just the fact that everything around you is going to try to make you question yourself, but if you're still standing, and that's scary to people. Yes, it's scary that you're still standing after what other people have tried to thrown on you or do to you, because yes, there has been experiences where people have done this to others and they didn't end up too well, right? But again, it's almost like there's something in your energy that is almost like, I don't want to say like it brings the competitiveness out of people, but it does, because your destiny is so strong, your energy is so strong that again, you guys should just have a lot of people that are just threatened by your strength, and they're going to try to drain you of that or take that away from you. Um, yeah, yeah, you guys know how to rebuke that energy. I know a lot of you guys, no matter what it is, what culture, whatever you were born into. For me, personally, I was raised Roman Catholic. I'm Christian. I rebuke in Jesus. I'm a hardcore prayer, guys, hardcore manifester, hardcore prayer. And again, I just know that like on my path, like I give it to God. And I know that a lot of you out there, you're not afraid to do that because some of these people who are so-called spiritual workers or so-called whatever it is they are, they call themselves, right? They're afraid to be like, God, protect me because they know the stuff that they've been doing. They know that God isn't really on their side. That's why they got to summon whatever the hell they're doing to try to like be successful or to get come at you because they know that they exhausted that God or Archangel Michael or whatever the heck they trying to call on is going to look at them like, what do you think I'm going to help you after you sent some God knows what onto some of my people? Like, come on now. But these people are delusional. And that's why they're threatened by the fact that deep down, they know you're anointed. They know that you're chosen. They know that you got a light to you. And they're trying everything to make you question that. And as long as you just keep knowing that and keep going, people are always going to be threatened by your existence, unfortunately. But the good news of this message is that so many people love you guys. So many people support you guys. If you keep going on this journey, no matter what your message is, you're always going to find people that you help, that you enlighten, that you touch on your path. And there's so many stories that people had of you guys coming in and helping them. You guys have stuck up for people. You guys have stuck up to the bullies. Like a lot of times people are afraid of you guys because people sometimes see you guys as nonchalant, but I see some of you guys in the collective, if not all of you, if somebody messes with somebody that you love, or if somebody is bullying or picking out somebody weak, that's when your true strength comes out because you guys know that, like, if you're strong, you're meant to protect others. And some of you guys don't even know what you're made of until it really comes time for you guys to show that power. And I think a lot of you guys are having these moments where your powers are coming out and you don't even notice that people are seeing it like, what the hell is going on? Like, how do they do that? You know? And I'm talking about energy stuff. I'm talking about the stuff you guys know. I'm talking about spiritual when, all is said and done and people start experiencing karma for the stuff they've done to you. It's going to manifest so many different ways. I don't watch Tarot. I just watch Alice. Oh, I love that, by the way. Again, I always tell you guys too, like, I don't really watch Tarot too much anymore, but I do like any type of motivational or educational stuff. I don't really even need Tarot, but I still love Tarot for the images and the stuff that comes out with it. But I could just channel without it because I'm a yapper, you know? Yeah, tarot is a mirror. Yeah. And also another thing as well. Like, and I'm gonna go into tarot too. Like some of you guys are good at reading tarot, but the truth is that you just have the gifts and it's about the medium. Like it's never about like the tool, like it's about the person wielding the tool, right? So somebody can have the same thing that you guys have, but they can't do what you do. And I want to remind you guys that too, because you've had people try to say your gifts or what you guys have going on is evil or that you're the wrong one. You guys haven't experienced people shaming you for the gifts that God has given you. And I know a lot of you guys even told God, okay, if what I'm experiencing is not from God, then take it away from me, please. Right. Like, but no, like God has put you on this path for a reason and you're meant to be different and unique. Oh, thank you so much. Gratitude. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Payback. You guys are entering a season of payback. And it's so funny because a lot of you guys out there, like not all of you, you don't even care to pay back for the things that people have done to you. But that doesn't mean that karma's not coming and payback's not coming for others. And I really think we're in a season of karma for a lot of people. And I do feel for a lot of you, a lot of what's going to happen to the people that have done you wrong and dirty has nothing to do with you. It's a long time coming because if they're going to come at you guys and attack you for nothing, truth be told, they've done it to others. I always say this. You guys may think that someone's just out to get you for no reason, but they have that character and they definitely just need a scapegoat or something to throw their negativity on. So we are in a season of people getting exposed. So you're going to find certain individuals just end up losing it all or going to jail up here. I don't know. Some stuff's gonna be coming out about people. I don't want to get too crazy about it, but some of you guys won't even know about it because out of sight, out of mind. But it doesn't mean that karma is not coming. And it's like if anything, people think that you were that catapult or you scared them so much because you were the one who told them they were wrong or combated against them. But the truth was that God put you on that person's path to warn them what was going to come if they didn't stop what they were doing. They were so threatened by you and so intimidated by what you knew and they thought maybe you would expose them, but the truth was that you were trying to help certain individuals. Tell them if you keep going, shit bad is gonna happen to you. And now that stuff is happening. Isn't that the funniest thing? Like that's what I'm seeing. Like these people still want to make it out that you're their op, but the truth is that you were one person that actually was trying to warn them. I'm hearing exes. I'm hearing past friends too. Things went downhill ever since you left their life. No, not because you guys did magic on them or that you wish them harm. It's because of karma. And number two, they sent so much negativity at you, it's bound to just bounce off of you and go back to them eventually. All right, let's see. Payday again. Wow. Money. I feel like you guys are getting good karma in terms of money, success, opportunities. Like, don't worry about the people that done you wrong and dirty. Like, a lot of karma has nothing to do with them. The best karma you guys are experiencing is certain people just being out of your life, out of sight, out of mind, having so many of their own problems and issues to deal with finally that they don't even think of you anymore, right? Like, that's the truth. You don't really want your enemies or exes or people that send you negativity to be constantly on you or going back and forth with you or crediting you to their downfall. No, you don't want that. They have to just look in the mirror and at themselves. And that is the truth. Why people are so afraid of you guys, you are a mirror. I know somebody said that before, but it's the truth. You guys are a mirror. You just tell them the truth that they're not ready to hear. And people are threatened by that. And a lot of times you guys have triggered people just by being yourself. And I know for my collective too, maybe some of you guys are like neurodivergent or have been asked if you were because of the fact that you guys don't really care to adhere to social dynamics that the world expects you to be. You guys just may be a little bit like very raw and real and honest, or just not wanting to play the games and the roles that people want you to play, or play whatever facade people put on in the world and society, whatever, right? Like, if you have to, you'll do it. Yeah, you have to adapt to whatever, and you guys can. But the truth be told, you guys are never going to compromise or be fake. But some of you guys really don't care to be in this world, you just want to be you. And if someone gets in the way of that, now you're going to have a problem, right? Like, people are just afraid of the fact that you guys like being yourself and they cannot control you. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. People cannot control you, they cannot destroy you, and they cannot change what God has planned for you. And on top of that, if they try to touch the things that God has planned for you, bad things are going to happen to them. What? I don't know. I'm not to say. I'll leave that up to God. But seriously, you guys know that it's like none of your business. Like, and it's none of their business what you're doing either. People hate the fact you guys are private and you're minding your own business now, or always been that way. Yeah, I'm very forgiving. Exactly. A lot of you guys, like, you still don't wish the karma these people deserve onto them, but it's not your say, and you guys know that. Like, people think you're all knowing and powerful, but the truth is that you guys just follow a path that you're meant to follow, like a chosen one path. Like, these gifts were given to you, but it serves a bigger purpose that's bigger than yourself. So yeah, like, no, it's not your say. You're like, no, actually God has a final say, and I'm okay with that, right? You're comfortable in knowing that you can give up your power and your energy to God because you're going to be taken care of. But there's people out there who've done so much stuff. They know that they're on a path to redemption that's not easy or comfortable, and they don't want to do that path because it's uncomfortable, and people associate in society uncomfortability or struggle or things that they just don't want to face as bad, right? We all have to face our shadows, and I'm going to leave collective with that because I can go on and on about this, but I want to say this too, that you guys have done your shadow work, and that means that nothing really scares you because you've been there, done that, and saw that. You've seen the darkness in people, you've seen the darkness on the other side. Some of you who are gifted to see beyond the veil, you know that that stuff is not pretty over there. Like, you're like, you can't scare me. You don't scare me. Like, I've been there, done that a million times over. And even if something scary does come about, like, you're protected, you're safe, and you're smart enough to get yourself out of it. And people are always going to be very extremely afraid of your guys' intelligence, because what you don't know, you will put your head down, study, and figure it out. And arrogant, narcissistic people always think they know it all, and that's to their own detriment. They talk too much, don't think enough, and end up being their own downfall, even outside of whatever they do with you. Okay, I'm sorry, I said I would end, but one last message wants to come in, guys. Bulletproof, yes, love that, love that, Sage. Okay, so all right, one last message that wants to come through very strongly. You, on the other side of this crazy message, because you guys are so powerful, it is extremely attractive to people. And I always say this: people who've been through a lot, people who are strong, people who have this ability to adapt, people who are light workers, healers, they have extremely attractive energy. So naturally, people fall in love with you, and including the fact that your exes and past lovers still obsess over you. So you have, again, like, people that are in relationships with people that you've been with, extremely afraid and intimidated and threatened by you guys because they think you could steal that person back at any time. And I know, like, it's just funny because none of you guys are gonna do that, like, right? But the truth is that, like, yeah, you guys know that your energy makes people very addicted to you, and sometimes it's not always for the best reasons. Like, they want to latch onto your strength, or you made them feel great about themselves, or you put them on to spiritual things that help them be successful. Like, you've done so much for others that they have a hard time forgetting about you. So yeah, you have people that are in relationships with people that you've been with that are afraid of you because those people still talk about you, highly about you, and in a way where they're like, damn, like, who is this person? And please don't come back for my person because, like, like that's what I'm hearing, which is funny, but it's gonna go both ways because some of you guys, your exes, like, don't like you at all because they're so mad about how scared they are of you and how they couldn't get one over on you. But that like love that turned to hatred because of rejection, it's still there. So it still means they talk badly about you, which is a threat because nobody who's over their exes is going to keep yapping on about them, right? But then for some of you, you actually have people you've dated or were friends with. You may not be in their lives anymore, but they talk about you in such a high way that like they're like, yeah, that chapter of my life is over. But collective, my time with them was so they taught me so much. Like, and people are like, damn, like who is this person? So yeah, that's the funny part that I got coming through, and I love that message for you guys because you always feel like a lot of your past people's energies. And I say it doesn't mean you're meant to be with them. Doesn't always mean that like anything other than they're thinking of you because you got it like that. And there's going to be plenty more people that will think that way of you since a lot of you guys learn to be very careful with your energy because you can't help who gets like infatuated with you. Okay. Um, Much love, Alice. Oh, thank you guys so much. Okay. Strength and humility. Love it. I don't break up relationships. Exactly. You guys don't want anybody who ran away from you and decided to go with someone else because that's the truth. Like, you've had people you dated run from you because they couldn't handle your strength, your amazingness, the light that you guys embodied, your, godliness, like they just didn't have a place on your path because simply God and your angels did not want them there. But doesn't mean they're not still fixated and obsessing over you because of the energy you embody and the fact that yes, you guys are easy to love because you're good people and your energy, your good soul reflects on the outside as well, too. You guys are attractive people and people are going to want to be around you and have a hard time forgetting about you. And it really is the ones that ran away and talk so badly about you because they couldn't get one over on you that truly are the ones that are your biggest fans, guys, because they will talk about you again, like, oh, this ex, ever since with this person, they ruined my life. It's like, but what exactly did you guys do to ruin anybody's life? Walk away, say no, tell them the truth, put up boundaries. Some of you guys, got what you deserved out of that situation if you took them to court or something, but I'll end it on that, guys. But yeah. Um, they think they got people on their side when they're talking about you like this, but the truth is that they got people realizing how not over you they are, even people they're with. So you got like third parties or exes or new lovers of people you've been with stalking your pages and afraid that you're going to come back for their person, which you guys probably are not going to do that. Sorry, but to the disappointment of that person who's talking about you, although they'll say they're over you, it's not the truth. So, hello, hello, and goodbye, everybody. Took your love for granted. Exactly. You guys are going to be that person in a lot of people's lives, like to teach them that lesson about love. Love is not always love bombing and what you want to hear and enabling. Love is sometimes tough love and telling people the truth and helping them grow to the best version of themselves. And yes, you guys do have friends and past lovers, exes, family members that actually accredit you to their success because you were honest with them. And even in some parts of certain people's lives, they resented you, but they look back and they thank you because you were the one who saw the truth, told them the truth. And there's certain people who swore up and down that you guys were the wrong one. And now they're realizing that you were just trying to help them. And that will be a message for another day because I'm over an hour now. And I'm always like, I'm going to come here and do a light message, but it's never light over here. We were going deep today and I knew it. Okay. Um, Kyla, I'm not taking them back. Amen to that. I like your energy. Thank you. I like your guys' energy too. My collective. Come on, you guys are me. So money talks. Hell yeah. I'm a star. I always say that. I used to say that to somebody I used to date. I'd be like, well, money talks, okay? Because they claim to know it all. um, upgrade. Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. Okay. This message is popping today. Yeah, I know. This message was coming through for like a couple days. I'm like, all right, all right. No day off for me, no Labor Day off for me, no for Alice. Like we got to come in and do work, okay? And I know that again, some of you guys are in other countries, so you don't even celebrate Labor Day. But why is this message describing me to a T? Because it is you. You're part of the collective. You look. Oh, thank you so much, Danielle. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. If you guys want to hang out with me, chit chat with me, you guys should definitely check out my channel membership. I was doing September messages and answering questions. I ended up being live yesterday for an hour, and yeah, it's a chill spot where we do exactly what we do here, but just a little bit more inclusive because again, a lot of energy is in here, and I'm learning how to deal with it live, which is a challenge for me, which I'm enjoying so much. Seeing you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my moderator, Sage. Mr. Cheese, Hannah. Thank you guys for being here, making a safe space. And thank you guys so much for receiving the message. And I'll see you guys all next time. Okay. I love you guys. And don't worry about scaring people. Okay. Because I used to be afraid of this too. Then I realized the right people, you'll never be too much for the right people. Right. And isn't that the truth? They're going to love everything you have to offer. Do not dim yourself to make other people happy, especially relationships or close relationships. Yeah, you got to play sometimes certain roles just to get through the day. But I just want to say this as well. Your power is going to be attracted to people who are also just as powerful as you. And they love the intensity, the knowledge, and the gifts you guys embody. So that's the last message I'm going to leave you guys with. Okay. I was late. Don't worry, because you can always watch playback too as well if you guys just got here now. And I will be going live every Monday as well if you guys like these messages. Okay. Subscribe if you're not subscribing. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.